Welcome to
Susan Sells.
Susan's obviously not here, so we've been described as the two Ronnies, which are very hurtful, really.
An insult, absolutely. We're far better.
Anyway, welcome to the program. We're going to be talking to a lot of people. I'm going to be talking about such things as country gardens. We're also going to be talking carpenters from my side. You've got all sorts of exciting
I've got all sorts of exciting things and VTs and all sorts of other...
VT means videotape. It's already been done, is it?
That's right.
I understand that your first guest is the only person in the studio who's allowed to have a telephone.
He is, indeed. And what was it, Rob? If the phone went off...
It's a very heavy fine.
It is a very heavy fine. So anyway, we're going to go and sell some...
phones.
And welcome, Mark.
Absolutely, yeah.
Indeed.
Thank you very
Where
much.
should we start, Mark?
Well, we have the cordless phones over here. Now, we're sort of known for these. We have done for about 23 years, but this particular model here, we sell out of each time we get them in. We sell out of, the reason being because they have very large numbers. They have a flasher on there, so when the phone rings, if you're watching telly, this will flash to let you know that it's your phone, not something on TV. Also, it's an answer phone, and we sell lots and lots of these. The people from the Hearing Association, they send the people with hard of hearing. They send them in the shop. We run these up for them, and we can ring and talk to them in the shop, and they go very, very well. So they're back.
Is that the Uniden?
That's the Uniden.
Price?
This one is at $115. Now, that you can get them with twos. You can get an extra one with an extra handset. You can get some with a hardwired phone and a cordless phone. So they really thought of these Uniden have. So they're excellent.
Good, if the earthquake strikes. And
Yeah, exactly.
Power
There is one there with a cord attached to it as well. Now, speaking of cordless phones, like if you over the years, like a lot of people have had them, and they get starting to beep and you think, well, they run their race, but normally it's just a battery that's required. So we've got all makes and models of all batteries for all cordless phones. We've never been beaten yet.
And believe me, if you need a battery, Phone Quip's the place to go.
Yep, absolutely. So often we have to change the plugs, but we can do that while you wait. It takes about 5 minutes sometimes if the phone's from overseas or it's about 10 years old, but it's not a problem, won't be a problem. Also accessories with them, like there's headsets that you can plug into them. So basically you can walk around and be totally hands-free. We have phones for business, small businesses that are relocating. We have phones for them and headsets for them as well. And
so, Mark, you're not attached by a wire to your phone, it's actually cordless?
That plugs into the cordless part, and you can put it in your pocket or clip it to your waist and walk around. Or there is ones that sort of Bluetooth in that as well. You can walk around with no wires. Also, specialised hardwired phones. A lot of people don't want a cordless. We have hardwired phones with lots of these in store at the moment as well. And
big numbers.
Big numbers. And also, if the power ever goes down, we won't talk about that again, but we have phones from $25, so they just plug in. And hopefully if the power was down, these will work for you as well.
Right.
So each time we bring these on, these are just wee torches. We've sold a lot of these. These are 14 LED lights in there, and these glow in the dark. So and the wee button glows there as well.
So when it's turned off, it's
glows, so you can see where it is. And these are only $15 for they come with batteries supplied in that as well.
Good value.
Yeah, absolutely. Accessories, a lot of people we make these up as well, but these are just we plug and play. So if you can't hear the phone ring, this will just plug in via a double adapter or a spare socket. This will flash to let you know, and also it will sound there as well to let you know that the phone is ringing.
And these one.
Also the luggage scales, a lot of people that are travelling at the moment, these luggage scales, they can save you getting pinged at customs, so you can weigh your luggage before you leave, and also when coming home you can disperse it so one bag's not heavier than the other.
Nothing worse than taking stuff out of the airport.
At the airport, it's so embarrassing. But also two-way radios, these are ideal for people who are going hunting at the moment or fishing, basic little construction workers that want to transmit between the two units.
But he not only sells phones, but he also sells flags.
Now, look, one of the suppliers asked me to bring this on. Yep, yeah, absolutely, New Zealand flag, but the World Cup coming up, we've got all makes and models for all countries so you support. So we can send these out to you via a website, so there's no problem whatsoever.
Fantastic. Thank you, Mark. And there we are, flags, phones, and everything in between from Phone Quip at 352 Colombo Street, Sydenham, Christchurch, phone 379 5096 or www.phonequip.co.nz.
Well, I'm feeling totally at home because in amongst a whole lot of trees and plants and things, Mark.
This is your thing.
It is my thing,
yeah.
Tell me about this stuff down the front here, because that'll have a story to it.
It will do. This one on the right, the sticks, at the moment, that's a triple graft pear. So that's got 3 different varieties of pears on that one tree. Now, they're actually really good to espalier, because for a space saver, you can put them on the fence, and you've got your 3 different varieties, so instead of having 3 different trees.
And pears are coming back into fashion, aren't they, as a fruit?
Hugely, yeah. And you need 2. You need a pear for a pear to cross-pollinate.
You need a pear for a pear.
Yeah, a pear for a pear.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that one.
Exactly. Yeah. But we've got plenty of advice, so there's no problem there at all.
Exactly.
On the other side, we've got a cross between, it's a peacherine, so it's a cross between a peach and a nectarine. Very popular.
And done by grafting and goodness knows what?
It's more the hybridisation of them here. So they're fantastic,
people, aren't they?
very clever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're very, very good. These ones here, Rob, I've got one here and you've got one on your side.
Overside, yeah.
These are your dwarf fruit trees. They come in a peach and a nectarine. And these are two different sizes. This is a 60 centimetre graft, which is your stem, the height of your stem. And then they graft the tree on top of that. So you end up with about a 1.5, 1.8 metre tree.
Ideal for patios and things.
Ideal, fantastic. You can put them in a pot as well. Now this here, this is actually one of them. So they bear an amazing amount of fruit for the size of the tree. This is actually my father-in-law's tree.
Yep.
It is all these ones down this side. He said I better mention them.
So he's got them in boxes as well.
He has got them in boxes. So a fantastic idea. They're very ornamental with the blossom, and then you have your fruit and the leaf during
the autumn.
During the autumn,
actually get three opportunities.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. With the pears, like I said, and with a lot of fruit trees, you can espalier. So you train them along a fence, and here's a few examples here. You actually get more fruit when you train along a fence, because when the fruit sets on a horizontal branch, you actually produce more fruit.
And it would ripen quicker too.
Yeah. So there's not as much.
What about
leaf.
disease, because there's not that wind flow going through?
No, not too bad. A lot of the varieties are disease resistant, so we're pretty good actually.
You're getting clever.
Well, we are. We have a website, so you can order online, and the advice is great. You know, we've got good advice. We run seminars. We're going to have one coming up in around August time. And that's on fruit trees, pruning, how to get the most out of your fruit trees.
I'm intrigued by your lack of sprays, because that's actually going to cause a lot less work for people.
Yeah. We do have sprays, and a lot of people are trying to go alternative as well, so natural. So we have some ideas of that as well.
Exactly. No, so fruit trees are in. Aren't they amazing? It's not very tall at all. By the time that's in the ground, it's on the patio. Country Gardens, 478 Marston's Road, or give them the ring, 385 908.
Thanks, Ron. And it's a lovely welcome to Joanne from Elizabeth Fashions out in Hornby.
Thank you,
you're
Jeff.
looking very, very splendid today.
Thank you. We're talking the Fields label today, and the Fields woman, and I'll go into detail about that as we go through. The one I have on at the moment is a tunic style. Comes in the cherry as well as the charcoal grey, and it blouses slightly at the front to give you that nice soft gathers, and it's got soft gathers at the side, which you can see, and it's all loose.
So it's two pieces, or
No,
is it all
it's
in
all
one?
in one.
Okay.
We have these garments this season, which we call 2-in-1s. So they're all one garment, but they look like two garments.
Right.
So you don't have to actually fuss around trying to get things placed right.
Okay. And the price?
It's $201.95 because it's pure wool.
Fantastic. Merino, or just a lovely fine wool?
Fine wool.
Okay.
And moving on, this cardigan, which has just got the 3 buttons and the 2 pockets with the inset look, that's at $139.95. It comes in the 2 colourways, in the mauve and the cherry. And this also goes into the bigger sizes, which is in the Fields Woman label.
Right.
So $139.95 for the smaller sizes, but it's $162.95 for the bigger sizes.
So what's your size range, Joanne? Where do you start off, a 10 or smaller?
We normally start at an 8 to 24, but these only come in small to extra large, and then they go small, medium, large in the bigger size, in the bigger fittings. So, for example, this one here, I'll give you that, Jeff.
I'll hold that one, certainly.
And it's got the V-neck. This is in the Fields Woman label. $129.95, pure wool. Nice soft gathering over the bust line with the 3 buttons.
Yes.
And just easy put on, and you can put a bit of jewellery in the neckline if you want to dress it up.
So easy to accessorise. Now the Field label, that's one I don't know. Is that local or is
It's an Australian label.
Australian. They
yes.
make, we'll forgive them, but they do make very good product.
They do. And they also, other than the knitwear, they also go into the boiled wool.
Ah.
Which we've got the vest here. I've got the largest size, you've got the smaller size, but it's got some lovely detail in the boil wall with the rib trim. And the smaller size is 154.50 and the bigger size is 165.50. But I'll just turn this round and you can see the detail. A little bit of shaping. It looks like shaping, but it actually doesn't come in too curvy.
Indeed, indeed.
So yeah, that's the vest. And then they make jackets as well. Lots of different variations with pleats and tucks, and that one's at 181.95 in the grey and the black. And then this one
There's a theme in colours there.
There
so
are.
Everything. We all find this all at Hornby at Elizabeth Fashions at 383A Main South Road, just after the clock, and you know where that is, just before the railway line heading south. Phone number for Elizabeth Fashions is 349 7450, or you can find her on her website at extra.co.nz.
Brilliant, Jeff. Well, I'm going to foot it with our next guest, if you can excuse the expression, vinyls. Very clever now, aren't they? They don't look like lino or vinyls at all. They look like something totally different.
They really do some great things with vinyls these days, and it is one of the most, basically the cheapest way of covering your floor in wet areas such as your kitchens and things.
The neat thing is that if you have a look at something like that, it looks like slate until you drop something on it and it bounces rather than smashes.
exactly. So no, they do some really nice patterns in vinyls these days. We are the largest vinyl stockist in Christchurch, and not a lot of people know that about us, with us being called Carpet Kingdom, of course. We assume that we only do carpet, but no, we are the largest vinyl stockists in Christchurch, as well as having a huge amount of stock of carpets on display as well in the factory. So.
Price-wise, they're very reasonable now. They've come down a bit, haven't they?
Yeah, they're about, well, our vinyls, our 2 metre wide, start out at $15 a square metre. It's a really, really inexpensive way of covering your floor. And it's also still a bit of a DIY kind of market, that as well. So we have a lot of people come in, they just want to purchase a vinyl, they're going to have a go at it themselves. We give them all the advice, and we sell them the pattern paper and the adhesives and things as well. So you can always do it yourself as well.
Well, if you can get the floor right before you start.
It's pretty important to do that, and we can give all the advice on doing that, but of course we'd prefer to install it for you.
I think it would be very wise, but however, there are those
So you get them in the tile patterns. I've brought some different ones in here which are hugely popular at the moment, especially for bathrooms.
I was just going to say, that's bathroom all over it,
it's
isn't
got
it?
bathroom written all over it, doesn't it? And then, a lot of people are sort of coming away from the tile patterns, and they want something just a little bit more plain.
Yep.
That's a nice sort of leather look, that one.
It is too.
Quite a nice look. And of course, heaps of wooden patterns of your wood
Which is
wood
very
shapes.
fashionable. You can't go wrong.
You can't
Tell me
go wrong
about
with
carpet.
patterns.
You're known for carpets as well.
Yes.
It's your middle name.
Well, exactly. We stock a lot of carpets, so we're a little bit different to. I'll get rid of those. We're a little bit different to a lot of the other shops in Christchurch, where they'll just have carpet stands, and you can look at a little square of carpet. We have the rolls on display, so you can come in, we can roll it out, you can have a big look at the whole product laid
Do
out.
people bring their drapes in? And
Yeah.
They do.
Oh, yeah, you wouldn't believe some of the things that get brought in. Curtains, and, basically bring the whole lounge suite.
Yeah, but it's not silly.
No, it's not silly.
They can bring cushions in.
Yeah, of course. And I always recommend to people that we load them up with samples, take the samples away, take them home, see them in different lights, because they change dramatically at night as to during the day. This is a lovely product, heavy duty 80-20, so 80% wool, 20% nylon. It's $119.90 at the moment on special. Great colours in there as well. And of course, you get the loop piles as well.
Brilliant.
At $85 a metre.
85.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that, I can tell you. That's brilliant. So get something really good underfoot. Carpet Kingdom, free measure and quote service. They're 312 Wilson's Road. We'll phone them on 366 0070.
If you're in the market for a car, you have come to the right place, and if you're not in the market for a car, well, you should be, because that gives you an excuse to go and talk to Paul, doesn't it?
Yes, we've had a very entertaining talk this morning.
We have indeed.
Now, we're fully loaded with stock at the moment. Actually, that's a lie. We're actually down on stock, to be quite frank, because the problems in Japan and the earthquake and everything, our supply chains dropped off a bit, so we're down to about 75% capacity, as are probably most guys around the town, if they're being brutally frank. But they're all, if you want to come in and have a check, they're all AA approved cars.
That's important.
We have speedo checked all the cars. And if you get the vehicle serviced at one of the 2 workshops we use, you'll get a free one fitness for as long as you get the car.
Are you kidding me? That's great.
No,
what
that's
a good deal.
Well, fair enough, it's on the marketing part of the workshops, but
Wow.
it's still something we offer.
Excellent.
And coming up, we've got some photos, sample of some of our stock, and at the moment on your screen is a 2006 Toyota Ventus. Now this is the QI model, which means they put everything in it. It's got the 17-inch alloy wheels, it's got full electric leather seats, it's got no fewer than 9 airbags, if you're paranoid. It's got traction control, cruise control, factory immobiliser, dual air conditioning on either side, so if you like to argue with your partner whether the car's hot or cold, you can have a different temperature either side. 5-stage automatic, it's travelled 86,000 Ks, and that is 15,999. So that's
way.
about a 50. Competes with the BMW 3 Series, except of course it's probably reliable. So
You get all the bells and the whistles are thrown in for free.
there you go.
Lovely.
Coming up next is a BMW Coupe, last one we've got in stock. This is a 318 in bright red. It's got the 6 airbags, again for the paranoid. Dark trim inside, travelled 45,000 Ks, and if you come and say you saw it on CTV, it is 10,999.
You are kidding me, for a Beamer.
Yeah,
What year is that?
2002.
Cheapers, a nice red
So
Beamer.
direct from the importers. We've got a operator warehouse down in Coleridge Street, so we've got it done low. Be probably more reliable than the thing you've got now.
REM Cars is not going to have that baby in stock for very long.
And Corollas, as everyone knows, I've sold so many Corollas. This one is a 2003. It's a sports model. The Corolla's got the little factory body kit, dark trim, automatic headlights, little covers over the headlights. That has travelled 41,000 Ks and is 14,999. I've got 3 1800s left in stock.
She's a cutie.
And the ever-popular Toyota Fertility Wagon. If you need a cart around a few people, this is the 3-litre G. We've got 2 left in stock at the moment. This one's a 7-seater. It has got everything in it. It's got the alloys, it's got the soft closed doors, so kids just pull the door and the doors shut by themselves. Twin sunroofs. It's got heating and cooling in the back. The heating's very good, so you just turn the heater up in the back, knock the kids out, and away you go.
Zonk. Done.
Good stereo. That's travelled 72,000 Ks and is 12,999.
The thing I'm not noticing at these, pop another one up while we're talking if you like, is they're all, oh, look at that.
This is the Mini Cooper. This is the second one I've ever brought in. This is a 2002 Mini Cooper. Oh, I've got to talk fast. It's the red Chili Pack Cooper, 1600 5-speed. It's travelled 52,000 Ks. It's 17,999. It's even got the little Chili Pack interior with the red leather.
Gorgeous.
And if you want something that I should have more in stock of, which is a Suzuki Area, 2001 Suzuki Area, travelled 46,000 Ks, 9,999. We're over and out. Come and see us at remcars.co.nz or at 18 and 19 Coleridge Street or 365 2611.
It's now the 6th of June, and Sue sent me off shopping, and she sent me down to the Cherry Tree, the Shoppers Club. And here to tell us about it today is Jo, because she's got some pretty exciting things to share with us.
Thanks, Jeff. It's nice to be here. Yes, I'm really excited about Cherry Tree. We've been in Christchurch for 8 years. And although we were closed after February's incident,
You've come through it.
We've come through, and the builders have been working flat out, and we're reopening this Saturday.
So you're out of the red zone, and you're in Carlisle Street, and I know that's safe because I've been down there. And so the grand opening is when?
The grand reopening is this Saturday, and it's invite only to come along and have a look and find out how Cherry Tree can save you potentially thousands of dollars.
So now you're a Shoppers Club, members only. Tell me how that works.
So really simply, we're a private members-only wholesale buying club. So as a member, we work the same way as a gym or a golf club. There's a membership.
Yeah, a membership,
and we tell you all about that.
Right.
And it's a very small investment for the potential savings. That
So there's no hidden costs, everything's up front.
Everything's up. We pride ourselves on our transparency.
Excellent.
And you're talking about a range of over 450,000 products.
Wow.
Available at wholesale prices. So the same products that you'd see in a retail store without the retail markup.
So the footprint is small, but the footprint of product is massive.
Huge, huge. And it's not just from our showroom. You can shop from our showroom. You can also shop from the comfort of your own home. We have an amazing website which was relaunched in Christmas last year, and we're on our way to be the biggest shopping mall online in Australasia.
So that sort of puts you up there with the likes of the Warehouse and Myers.
Oh, better than that.
And better than that?
Better
Well,
than
I'm glad you said that.
Absolutely. And the quality of products we deal with, Jeff, is the top of the range. We deal with 1,700 different brands, and they're your big brands.
Yes. So just tell me some of the brands. I noticed you've
Well,
got
we've
them
got the
there.
big ticket items like your Sony, your Panasonic, your Samsung, LG,
Yep.
Asco, Bosch, and then a huge range of everyday items. So your Huggies nappies,
Yes.
your Baby First products. We also do Eco Store. That we see thousands of people every year saving thousands and thousands of dollars.
So this is a good opportunity, Joe. If you've got a house that's been damaged or your product that's damaged, and I mean the amount of stuff that I've seen at the Parkhouse Road dump that's been trashed, there's obviously a need to be replacing things.
Absolutely.
You're the place to go to.
If you're building, you're renovating, you're starting a family, you're a general consumer,
Yes.
Cherry Tree's a no-brainer. And the best way to find out about us is to come down and have a look. It is invite only, so you need to go online or you need to go to our 0800 number. We'll send you an information pack with a guest pass to come and have a look at one of the best showrooms in Christchurch.
That sounds fantastic. It really does. Now, tell me, if I was to go online, what happens? I go online. Now, how's the product delivered to me?
It's either delivered to your home or it's delivered to our showroom, whichever you prefer, and we give you the option at the time.
And you tell me also that you guarantee, so if there's a problem, we can come back to you.
Same warranties, same everything.
That is absolutely fantastic. I think I'm going to join.
Well done.
So there we are. You can find all this and more at the Cherry Tree, which is located at 176A Carlisle Street in Sydenham, or go on to the telephone to 0800 243 779, or go online to cherrytree.co.nz. And it's a warm welcome again to Margaret from Boondocks in Ashburton. Welcome, Margaret.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good.
Now, what have you got for us today?
Well, we're starting today with our new style that's coming through, which I'm wearing in the flame colour. And we have 4 colourways in this one.
4 colourways.
Four
Let me dig that
colourways.
one out
There
for you.
we go.
Here we are.
So
now, tell me about the style, the neck style. Did you design this?
Yes, I did this one, and we had a wee bit of fun with this one because we tried not to put a seam in through there. So we've just got to twink the neck a little bit, and we've got it pretty good.
Pretty good. So you can show any accessories.
Yes.
So,
So this is merino too, once again.
Merino wool?
Yes, it is.
easy to wash, easy to care for?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Okay. So you've got the black as well as the blue.
And,
What colour do you call this?
well, we call that jade green.
Right. And tell me about the sleeves.
This is a bracelet length sleeve.
Right.
Which we have, you know, mainly suits the ladies with short arms. We've found that we have more short arms than we do long arms.
Right.
So if you've got a very long arm, it ends up as a 3/4 sleeve.
And again, if
But
you
it seems to
watches or bracelets,
Yes.
it's good for
For the jewellery.
For the jewellery.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Now this looks interesting.
This is 100% merino. This is our standard top that we do heaps of, which is just a plain V-neck merino. Once again with the bracelet length sleeve. We've added a wee bit more length this season, and we've got this in the flame, in the indigo colour once again, and black.
I noticed that you've got this V-neck sitting
Yes.
precisely. So you've obviously put a lot of work into that because that can be a problem. But,
Yes, very much.
that's-
I have some good sewers. I have a
You-
good team
you-
behind me.
you do indeed.
Yes. Yes.
Now, when it becomes a little chillier, you've got to, sorry,
Yes.
I'll put this out here for you, Margaret. There we are.
This is our new swing jacket for the season. Bit more fashion. Has the shorter sleeve, which you can actually let the cuff down if you want to give you a long sleeve. It looks really nice with the top underneath with the sleeve just showing
Just
below
showing
it.
through. So
Yes.
it's just enough length to
Yes.
have that down.
Yes.
Okay.
And you've got your 2 pockets here in the front. This one is unlined. This is a wool mix.
So it's like a boiled wool, but it's
Yes,
got
it
a
is.
percentage of polyester, has it?
Yes. It comes in 4 colourways. We've got this one here, which is the ruby, then the ember.
Right.
For
So
the-
we'll bring
for those
these
that
3
like
out
the
here.
autumns.
You hold that one there.
Yes.
So this is more like a pumpkin colour, isn't
Yes,
it?
yes.
And the ruby, and this one is
Badger. I think
Badger.
we've called this one Badger. So it's more a taupe, more a taupey colour.
very smart.
And
Very
we
smart.
also have black as well in that.
So 4 colour, good size range.
Yes, small to XXL. Okay,
Here we
we're
are.
going well. This
We-
is just a little pinafore, but we put one of our cheaper poly rayon tops underneath for those that don't want to pay the price of the merino, so to speak.
Right.
Yes.
And just quickly, that
Yes,
one
this
there,
is a 2-way zip jacket
very unusual.
and a boiled wool again, and another simple pinafore here in a knit with just a cotton top to go underneath it.
And of course, don't forget Margaret's catalogue.
Yes.
And so everything will be done on the website for you.
Yes, it is.
And there we have it. Boondocks Clothing Company Limited, Ashford Village in Ashburton, easy to find. And the phone is 307-2590, and also Shop 3 in the Village Mall at Sumner, telephone 326-5640, or look at the website. And it's a very warm welcome to Graham from Hartnell Cool Heat. Welcome, Graham.
Thank you.
Now, we've got 3 very important points to put across today. So the first one is, why buy a Daikin?
Well, Daikin are an enormous company worldwide, probably much bigger than a lot of people realise in New Zealand. You'll find them anywhere you go in the world. They're beautifully engineered, they're well thought out, they're good value for money. And when you're contemplating spending this sort of money to heat your house properly, you really only get what you pay for.
Indeed,
so,
indeed.
Yeah, we have great faith when we've been in business 30 odd years. So
Daikin only make heat pumps?
Correct.
Fine.
Correct.
All right. Now, we decided that, we're going to buy a Daikin. Now, experience is very important.
Absolutely vital. So you can spend a lot of money, which indeed you might do if you go to a retail shop.
Yes.
But then it's Rafferty's rules as to who you're going to get to install it, because you don't know the people. You don't know whether they're fully qualified,
exactly.
Whether they're just an electrician, and there's a lot of that happening around, because an electrician, a competent, highly qualified electrician is an electrician. He is not a refrigeration engineer.
So it's a combination.
Absolutely, and that's what Hartnell's offer. They come in a team,
yes.
and they work as a team, and perfection's the word. I mean, nothing. If Chris Hartnell, our managing director, ever thought that anything was anybody was taking a shortcut, yes. Look out.
Well, I know I've come to you. I know you've fitted Daikins at home, and they're working brilliantly.
I'm well aware I'm talking to the converter.
But the other important thing I think folk have got to realise, it's the volume of the room.
Absolutely.
Now,
absolutely.
Can you explain
well,
that
for sure.
and the relationship
every single job we do, we never do it without visiting the property, having an in-depth discussion with the owner about what their requirements are. It's the cubic measurement of the room.
Right.
It's where the windows are.
Yes.
Sighting of the units, so important. Golden rule, for instance, and I see it broken time and time again. If you're using a high wall, you
yes.
never put it blowing down onto the dining room table. You just always pick a place that is permanently going to have nothing in it, shall we say, smack in front of the TV.
Yes.
So it's very, very important if you're talking about a floor unit. Again, a nice free area. You wouldn't want a settee 2 metres away because otherwise you'll get an earful.
Yeah, and you'd roast or else you'd freeze if it was over the dining room. Yeah,
exactly. Because it's what we're doing with a heat pump is a very subtle warming job on the ceilings and the walls and the carpets and the furniture, and of course it's at the end of the day.
And
it's
the third point that we must get in. The government subsidies for heating.
We can offer the government heating and insulation scheme. All you have to do is to ring our office. We will fix everything, and you can enter into winter fully insulated and properly heated.
And if you want to be warm this winter or cool in summer, go to Hartnell Cool Heat, of course. They're situated at 36 Brisbane Street in Sydenham. Phone numbers 366 3952 or give them a call on the website hartnells.co.nz.
Well, it was a lot of fun. I met some really nice people.
It was, Rob.
Yeah, some good, wonderful products.
Very good products.
What do you reckon? We do it again tomorrow?
Do you reckon they'll let us?
So it's all okay. We'll be fine. We'll just look after the place for you until you can get back.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.